Hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna continue with the Let's Play here. Seduce me, the Otome. This is, I think, video number 3 now. So, in the last video, if you didn't realize, we're gonna do a little recap. You met all the Incubi, and you've met all 5 of them. A couple of them talked to you personally, and this is the creepy guy. And now, I guess we're headed into the kitchen. Sounds great. Lead the way. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Yay! And FYI, I am drinking a soda on stream. I'm thirsty. Sorry, it's been like, and I'm not that promoting me, but I love Sundrop. So just saying that a lot. I love Sundrop, so people should know that. Here we go. Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was a dog. Was the doll getting to my head and distracting me? Oh, that's rather creepy doll. That thing was creepy. It was like a squirrel with a demon face and a knife. It had a knife. It had a knife. Do you guys remember that it had the knife? Oh, that's alright. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait. You don't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Okay. Oh, well, alright then. Thank you. Man, yeah, oh, dang it. Short people in the way. Ooh, there we go. Too far over. Matthew put down the last plate on the table and bowed a bit egregiously. Who writes this? Who uses words like this in real life? Grizzly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
There we go.
That's right, he's Matthew.
Dinner's all served.
Yay, you're a little kid. I don't want to beat crap out of you. The table was filled with various foods from an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegant plated Asians, and the other portion was some yummy-looking desserts. Ooh, I like dessert. I really like dessert. And there was yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. You guys see the commercial? The Burger King has got the sorry, I have product placement. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I saw this and this was good. Red Velvet Oreo Shake. Oh, that's just yum. Yum. I can go for one of those right now, too. Whoa, that's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Dang it, Eric. I hate to say it, but I kind of like you the best. What? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them. Okay, you've realized that in like the 30 seconds you've talked to all 5 of them at the same time. And the guy looks like your dad. I'm sorry, he looks like your dad. Your dad. Do you realize that? He looks like your dad. I think I should mention that. I think he looks like your dad. I'm sorry. Creeps me out.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Let's see. Guy says all ears when I say that. I mean, don't tell me. I really don't care. But usually tell me anyways. But this is like a woman's perspective. Sorry. I'm sorry, dear. I love you, and I listen to every single thing you said. I didn't say that out loud today. Okay. Here we go. To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think I've ever explored the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth is told, this is my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
He actually passed away yesterday. A little weird that he passed away yesterday and you moved in the house today. May I just add that that's weird. That's really weird and that's creepy and yeah, creepy. It was who seriously wrote this? Bequeathed to me. Who talks like this in real life? My grandfather died. In the will, he gave me the house, not bequeathed. Bequeathed to me his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not. Oh.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's kind of complicated to explain. Complicated? Seems like a weird word to say there.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but in a good way, it was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. Oh, jeez. Did I hear a heartbeat? Okay, that's a good thing. Oh, man, I'm gonna fall in love with the guy. The guy looks like my dad. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It was hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
That's a weird thing to say. What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you.
Are you all right? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. Oh, I'm fine. He stopped and leaned close, a bit too close for comfort, or maybe it was just me. Inspecting my face, he was really quite tall, having to bend over so much to look at me straight in the face. Oh man, who writes this garbage? It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began to walk.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
Aww, boo. It was really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Damn it, Eric, I like you the best. That's the sad thing. Oh, Eric was very charming and his smile pulled at my heart. That way he kept flirting with me, definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was little distance in his eyes. Seriously?
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh yeah, I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Okay, that's now creepy. That's really creepy, dude. If I tried to use that, I think even my wife would hit me. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Yeah! Smack him. I already hit the one guy. I think... You're sure quite a charmer.
Yes, I am known for that.
As much as I do appreciate the constant compliments, you don't have to keep talking to me like that.
Like what?
He batted his eyelids as if he had no idea what I was talking about, and I couldn't help but laugh. Well, like you're trying to get in... I don't want to read in my pants half the time. What? Why would you just say that out loud?
I can assure you, I'm just a lover of beautiful women.
Oh, jeez. Something tells me there's more to it than that. Hey, I got a heart. I don't know what the symbols mean. I guess for a moment he looked away, losing a bit of his smile. Before I could question it, though, he turned back to me with a new teasing smile.
Did you want
I think I
there to
did
be
bad.
more?
I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't know how to react, so I couldn't look at him. He merely chuckled again.
Sorry. You just look so cute when you're blushing.
Again, why is she wearing a school uniform? Like, her outfit is totally ridiculous to everybody else in this game. Like, everybody else is like casually dressed, and she's like in like a schoolgirl outfit for no apparent reason. Because there's no dress code at school. Because the other people you've seen at school, they aren't dress codes. She's even more dressed up than teachers are. I don't get it. I'm sorry, that's my mind. I felt my face heat up simply from his words. Then I felt Eric take my hand and kiss it gently.
I hope you'll enjoy dinner, however, my dear.
Drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared at the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all the dishes with dramatic sweep of his arms. I definitely didn't write this.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Ooh. Oh, dang it. Did you go for it? Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocking expression as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Yeah, the two people going down here. Matthew looked at James briefly. God dang it, I got nowhere to put this without being over people's faces. Probably for sliding with Eric, and he swiveled back to Eric and Grant. I'm sorry, guys, I don't try to move stuff around all the time during the stream. There. Sorry, going over Matthew's face.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Sorry, Bieber. Ha 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 ha. I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
Your face! Oh, wait, sorry, that wasn't funny. Haha, no, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Yeah, I don't like you. I don't like you. You and the other creepy Damien? Is it Damien? There's a Damien, right? He's creepy. And there's a fifth one. I don't remember the names.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Can I hit him? I should have hit him. It would have been easier.
Eric, knock it off!
Man, Sam, that's right, Sam. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked his head and who bites this garbage? Seriously. Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had his tough guy act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But there was more to him than that.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
Wow, this is... There, Damien. I don't like you. I don't like you, and I don't like you. And unfortunately, you're 3, you're 2, because... yeah, 2 and 1, I guess. Oh, man.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name, even though you know each of us.
Yeah, that's me.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thank you. They're all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we're in, as if it was natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi work. This is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. All at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I want to thank you for the food, but I still don't know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand, yeah. Like being told a bunch of incubi randomly appeared in your house was perfectly understandable.
How do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So, you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
I can't see your face, I don't care. Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that give them power. It's anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigue me, but at the same time, I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head. Really? A warning siren? I'm telling you now, this is crazy! These guys are crazy! Do you realize they're crazy? And you might be crazy too. Huh? You're crazy. But baby, we're all a little crazy.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here, and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but suddenly I felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there if they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes. They probably don't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably could cause chaos all over town. Or on the flip side, they could have just taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That's even worse. So you went from them getting beaten up to them being an experiment. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. Flashback? Seriously, why? Why flashback? I was sitting alone. The entire class was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrance and all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. I was just kind of standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. As I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself, encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I sought to spend more time with myself. This is depressing and odd. But the certain bitterness that compelled with being alone. This game is kind of long to begin with. Just can we get into this? Like, I haven't played it. I've never played another dating simulator, but this seems to go on for a long time of the story and not the dating part. If this is a dating sim at all, I don't think it is anymore. Alone made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at the moment. And even after that moment, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. I'm so lonely, lonely. I don't know what that song is anymore. I watch a movie now. That's when I decided. I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk way over there and see what he had to say about it. I had never met him before that. What a better time to see him then! If no one else is going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. Soon I became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, eyes looking into the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by as life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that it was silly for me even to think I could change things with my own hands. That it was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
Oh, jeez. I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began to moving its rusty joints, and realized that things were moving along. Life began to move its rusty. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. No, duh. Who else was it going to be? I had the opportunity to help him. Though, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if it was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the religion that I imagined when I first moved in. There was a matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them like rabbits made my stomach queasy. Sorry. Ugh, too much talking. There's way too much talking in this. Even if they passed me, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a Harmon or something. I'm gonna look that word up. Here we go. We're looking that word up. Screw that. That'll work. Oh, God. Imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Ugh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out the pros and cons list before actually having to make a decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Oh, jeez. It was strange that happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but I didn't. But it did kind of make sense. They weren't the same exact situation I was in before, but I want to help them out. I think it would be easy for my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help. It's as weird as it sounded. Clutching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
That is,
Spit it out already.
You can stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my song, the room became still. I'm not sure that went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you needed a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this giant house and it seemed to make sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are 2 things I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any of my guests that come over. Save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
I don't think you talking. Second, you could help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
What? Are you serious?
I like Sam. That's why he's tied for second, third, second, tied for second.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Or a coffin. Oh, that's a vampire. Sorry, the vampire jokes last episode, didn't I? They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam. But hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if there were incubi. It would be interesting to have 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given that they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Grr, fine! But we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I'm gonna take a wild stab and say they're not just a random group of punks. I'm gonna think they're bad people, like they're whatever fight incubi, which I don't know what fight incubi. I keep turning to Twilight, which is werewolves, but that's vampires and werewolves, but I don't know what fight incubi.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
I really don't like you either.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help, and my want to help people was fulfilled. Seriously, people need to write. Just I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Finally, I'm starving.
Suddenly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. So I didn't. Okay, each one has to have a symbol, I'm guessing. Oh no, that's so weird. I couldn't hold my laughter anymore. As I laughed, Matthew and Sam looked my way, faces stuffed.
Is something funny?
What are you laughing at?
I stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over to the table and took a few breaths before replied. You're both so funny. Both their faces turned slight pink before they looked away from me, and they swallowed the food in their mouths.
Shut up! We're not funny! We're hungry!
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
What? I'm just saying.
Hee hee hee.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food. As I watched, I looked at a couple pieces of food for myself and placed them on the plate before eating as well. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Oh, it's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Okay, we're gonna stop 10 seconds just in the context of what's going on. So, day one, your grandfather dies. Day 2, you move into his giant, enormous house. Day 3, your parents want to hold a party in the house. But you're kicked out of their house to move into this house. But your parents want to call it... Oh my gosh. Headaches. Oh, people nowadays. A house party tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what he meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. Ooh, oh, geez. I was expecting to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after the funeral into my grandfather's house, organizing a party. I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm going to need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
You know how your father wants to have a party, but he's not going to help anyway. I think he likes to drinky drink, and not soda. I think he's looking for adult drink. Yeah. Don't drink, kids. Just telling you that right now. I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
They're gonna use the powers on the friends. I already know it. This is gonna turn bad, and you're gonna sacrifice one of them. Let me guess that's gonna happen. Probably not this episode. Thanks, Mom.
Alright, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
Love you too, Mom. Great. How am I going to do this?
Is something wrong?
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Huh? How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. I really don't like you. But yeah, I gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't like you.
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Sam?
Did they switch places? Him and Damien and Sam are in different spots. Why? That's weird.
Back off.
Back off. Ah.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
I was surprised. It was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile, but I was actually rather thankful now that I had let them stay. Now I don't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yeah, ha. It's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all gonna sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright then. I'm headed in my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
I will. You too. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Shh.
As soon as I got to my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap. I dragged myself to bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and I grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before I slept at last. The words on my page scrambled my mind as I read through them, but 2 or 3 tries I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Ugh. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today has been a long day and I need rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. I think there's gonna be surprises! With that in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embraced the darkness of slumber. What? Who uses the terminology? Embraces the darkness of slumber? Seriously? Seriously. Oh my gosh.
You fucking pretty boys think you're old. Ah, well, save that to the end of my pistol.
Huh? What's going on? I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up. I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me, yet I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming from me in all directions.
One move and she gets it.
Okay, this is getting a little weird.
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Like you scare me, Sam. Come on. Take one step. I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix.
Malix. Okay, I am now interested in who Malix is.
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly, I felt myself pulled to one side. My arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Huh? Eric? As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful numb. The hostility of the dream before had faded into black as the arms around me rocked comfortably. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open. I looked up at a person holding me. Damien? I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern. I knew he must have seen my dream. Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Oh well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yes, I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Oh, thank you.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me. Despite only knowing me for a short time, I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy or if they were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say to this anymore. Alright. The two boys. Okay, so we're gonna stop here, guys. Thank you so much. I can't remember to read this on the way back. We're gonna keep going with this. This is interesting. I'm now really confused, and yeah, so that's probably a bad thing in this game. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. So here we go. Thank you again. Please follow me again. Game in the description below. And then please follow me. There's a bunch of stuff down there. If you want to catch up in the chat with me, that's all the way to do it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again. Bye.